You get the idea. Great! Thank you. Shit. There you go, a bunch of caveman riffs for you to wake you up from your Sunday slumber. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Sunday with Ola. Coffee cup of the day is this. And now all the ladies will be like, oh, Ola, that's an amazing cup. You're so amazing, Ola. Thank you. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is the new Solar AB 1.6 HTPB. I was reading the tag back here, that's why I was holding it like this. But look at this. Isn't that cool? That's our third bolt-on Solar guitar that we have released. And this one comes with a hip shot bridge. The first one had an Evertune, the second one had a Floyd Rose, and the third one has a hip shot bridge. So we're coming full circle with things, which I think is great, but we're nowhere near done, guys. Just gotta warn you. But look at this thing. I mean, holy fist. Beautiful purple finish and roasted maple neck, stainless steel frets, Duncan Solar pickups, hip shot bridge, USA, locking tuners, lumen lace. I mean, can you see that? Lumen lace. They glow in the dark. Motherfucker. Also, I'm trying out this new angle here where, you know, it looks like I'm, you know, flaying my arms all over the place. Maybe this is the new Sunday with Ola angle. Just saying. Or is this too close? Am I too close right now? Problem is that if you get too close, you're gonna see all my bullshit that I have in my face in 4K. Not okay. So what has happened the past week? Well, to be honest, not too much has been happening this past week for obvious reasons, but I have a couple of pieces of news that I think are really, really important to me. And I think the news that is closest to my heart right now, that the instrumental band Liquid Tension Experiment is looking through their schedules to record something new. If you have no idea what Liquid Tension Experiment is, just think of it of being Dream Theater with Dream Theater members without the vocals and just stupidly awesome. Liquid Tension was 3/4 of Dream Theater back in the day. I think the first album was released in 1997, the second one was released in 1999. It's basically John Petrucci, Mike Portnoy, Jordan Rudess, and Tony Levin on bass. And if you're a big fan of Dream Theater, I mean, you have to listen to those albums. And hearing that they're planning to make something new now almost 20 years later is making me extremely excited. Also for the fact that, you know, I'm a big fan of Mike Portnoy and, you know, the groove that Mike Portnoy had in Dream Theater. And I'm just really excited to hear him and John Petrucci work something together. I think that Dream Theater lost a lot of the production elements when writing songs without Mike Portnoy. I think he probably played a very significant role when they were building songs that kind of got lost after he left Dream Theater. Yeah, I just really like his groove. He's an excellent drummer, and I can't wait to hear something new from Liquid Tension Experiment. Their music would be something I would describe as being like playful jams, basically. And I think some of John Petrucci's best solos are on those two Liquid Tension Experiment albums. So, that's a great piece of news that makes me really, really excited for my small little penis. No, but that makes me really happy. SMLP. Did you know I have a shoulder problem now? It sucks. The other piece of news I wanted to talk about, I guess it's not a piece of news, but I think it was last year, Dave Mustaine, or maybe it was earlier this year, he sold a fair bit of his guitar collection on Reverb, and some guy, Essex Recording Studios, he bought them all. Like he snagged all of them, basically, the whole collection. And now he's starting to sell them off. So I think we would look at this together, just dream a little bit, you know, maybe we can buy a guitar together or something like that. But basically what he's doing, he's selling them one by one. I mean, these are not good times with booking studios, you know, with Corona and all that shit happening. So maybe he's just trying to earn a little money back from not getting any business or anything like that. We're not here to discuss the reasons why he's putting these guitars up for sale. We're just gonna watch them because I thought some of them were really interesting. I mean, look at this. This is Swedish crowns, by the way. Can I switch that somehow? Huh? All right, I didn't get the US dollar to work. We just have to see this in Swedish crowns. You'll see these prices as being divided by 10. So this one that's 306,000 Swedish crowns is basically like 30 grand. US dollars, okay? So I thought we would look at a couple of these together because, I mean, you know, obviously they're part of a really cool collection. And as it seems, you can see that they all have some sort of certificate signed by Dave Mustaine, which is very, very cool, actually. I really like that idea. This one is 60 grand. Okay. That's cool. Anarchist? Okay, he's an anarchist. I didn't know. This is a USA Dean custom shop to launch an album, I guess, VMNT, or that's the model. They launched this probably. And, whoa, okay. Do you get this? Do you get this painting? I want this painting. Why is there a picture of a painting? Does that come with the guitar? It doesn't say. Oh, but here he is signing the guitars. That's very, very cool. Oof. Oof. 60 grand. I don't have 60 grand, but that's a really, really cool guitar. Very expensive. But, I mean, I think Megadeth is probably big enough to have a couple of fans that can shell out 60 grand. What else? Personally, all Megadeth tour, Dean... What? This is another guitar. But it's the same painting. I don't think the painting is included in every guitar. Just saying. That's just a picture right there. Okay. So it's just the guitar, not the painting, guys. Okay, I want to see something cool. Ooh, what's this? ESP M1 Rare Black Sinclair Tremolo factory case with Kirk Hammett. Ooh. What? Dude, this is cool. And this one I can probably afford. If I want to buy. I'm not going to buy. But I'm just really curious. Oof. Nice. You know, I remember the ESP M2s being sort of like just a really, really good guitar for the money back in the day. This is an M1. It's not really that often you see one. 2.1 grand? That's not too bad, actually. Okay, let's check this. This one is 25 grand. Dave Mustaine personal owned Dean USA custom shop Dystopia Zero Explorer signed by him. Tour case. Shit. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, there's the painting again. What the? I don't want to see the painting. To be honest, I really hope that this guy gets to sell a bunch of these guitars. What's this? What? Zero Explorer? What? No! The freaking painting is haunting me all over. I just want to see the guitar. That's kind of cool, though. Dean Explorer, okay. Yeah. I wonder, like, if I had all the money in the world, which one would I get out of all these? Oh, there's more. Shit, there's 5 pages at least. 165 listings. Fucking hell, that's a collection right there. Rare Dean Dimebag Daryl Roots from Dime's house. Oh, shit, he has one of those. I thought it was a little tacky when they did that, though. They did like they basically took a small little bit of Dimebag's porch and put it in the guitar, and then they sold it. I mean, man, whatever sells, man. Still, man, it's just, whenever it's just Dimebag related, I still think it's cool as hell. Okay, what's this? A lot of amplifiers. Shit, hang on. Did Dave own all of these guitars? Really? Oh, this is not a part of Dave's collection. Okay, I got this. He's just selling a bunch of shit. Ah, he was smart. He put all the Dave Mustaine guitars at the top, and then he's selling a lot of the other shit. Shit. There's a lot of stuff that he's selling, actually. I hope he's okay. Probably needs a little bit of money, I guess. Dude, there's so much good shit here. I think this is going to be a problem for me sitting here browsing this. I might find something. Oh no. Oh, he's the guy who's selling this. The last ever made dime bolt, as they claim. The Washburn dime bolt, that is. It's 12 grand, basically. Yeah, that's a shame. That's so expensive. Ooh! New Dimebag Daryl Same Shirt Dime 100 amp 4x12 full stack. What? Oh, this old thing. Holy shit. That will be cool to buy. But I don't think it's this expensive when it was new. Just saying. Can I buy this? You know what? I can't afford shit right now. You know what I just did? I just bought a fucking Mac Pro. I saved a shit ton of money to get myself a Mac Pro so I can edit my videos without any type of hindrance. So I don't have any money. Fucking hell. Okay, I have to get off this page. This is not good for me, man. But there you go. Yeah, I was just trying to show you some Dave Mustaine guitars, but then we went guitar shopping instead. Not good. In today's Just a Tip, there haven't really been any super new releases right now that I've been listening to, but I got back and listened to the new Katatonia albums, City Burials. And I've been listening a lot to that album. You know, I haven't actually paid that much attention to Katatonia. They are a Swedish band, very melodic, but on and off I've been listening to their albums, and they're really, really great. I mean, back when The Great Cold Distance was released, when was that? Like 2000, like end 2000, something like that, 2007, 8, something like that. It's just such a pleasure to listen to Katatonia because it makes you feel good. Just really pleasurable to listen to. I've been listening to the new album, Playing Apex, and it's just like, it's a perfect match, basically. So that's my little tip for this week to you guys. The latest Katatonia album. It's excellent. City Burials. And it's great.
Num num.
Because we don't really have that much to do today, I'm gonna make an unboxing. Remember last week I told you I bought an SSL audio interface? Well, here's the box. I'm gonna open it up for you because that's not all I ordered. I ordered a bunch of other shit as well. So, ooh, what's this? I don't remember. Receipts, very important for your bookkeeping. Okay, here we go. Guitar fingerboard kit. This is to clean my fingerboards in my guitar videos. I finally got some good conditioner for my fretboards, okay? What's this? Oh, also another thing I really, really needed. You know, the problem with playing every-tune guitar is that your guitars are always in tune. And I noticed when I was setting up guitars in my guitar setup room, I don't have a tuner anywhere. I don't even have like a Boss tuner, so I bought one of these. You know, these small little assholes. So I can just put it there and I can tune my guitar. Otherwise, I always tune with my phone. But I bought one of these just to have a quick little setup to... oh shit, I can't battery power this. So I need to have power out there. Well, that was a mistake. What else? And here it is, shit. Now this interface I'm extremely excited about. And look at this. Ooh, no way. Yes way. Holy mama.
Num num.
Fucking hell, that looks great. So I'm really, really excited to try out the preamps of this thing. Obviously it's like USB powered, so you don't need power. So basically a cable to your, MacBook, something like this, and I can record on the go, like this. And I have a UAD arrow over there. Let me see if I can grab it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, what's happening? Okay, so I've been using this for a while to record, and even like I've done a couple of clinics using this UAD arrow, and it's just really simple, straightforward. You have Thunderbolt out, goes to your computer, and it's all powered. And I connect my guitar into here, and I have my backing tracks on my computer. I use plugins and whatnot, and I can also record DIs using this thing because the inputs of the UAD arrow are amazing. Now, there's a little bit of a difference in size here I can see. Obviously you have a bunch of different options on here, and you also have this legacy 4K thing happening, which is, allegedly the inputs of their 4K consoles. Yep. That's okay. It's my wife. Do you need to get rid of a dead body?
Yep.
Okay, see ya. So these preamps are supposed to be just as good as the 4K console, mixing console preamps. So I'm really, really looking forward to trying out these preamps to see if they are up to par with UAD Arrow or my Apogee Ensemble. What was the other thing I bought? There was another box. Yes, for Will It Chug. A lot of people think that, oh, Ola, you're sponsored like a motherfucker. No, I'm not sponsored. I buy my shit. You know why I can buy my shit? Because of YouTube members. They pay for that shit. Look at this. This has been requested a lot. The Amp Tweaker Type Mel. Really excited. Really expensive. A little unboxing for you. Is that okay? I'm just trying to fill up my video with something here. I'm sorry, you guys. You deserve better. You think. You think you deserve better, but no. You deserve what I give you. Okay? Okay, positive Ola. Shit. Okay.
Ola Tasting Shit.
Before we make the Riff challenge, I have some new Ola Tasting Shit. I found this. Jim Beam Fudge. It's whiskey, or bourbon, sorry. And whiskey is good. I like whiskey. I like fudge. It should be a match made in heaven. Now, is there any actual alcohol in this thing? Palm oil, not accepted. Says bourbon whiskey 2%. Okay, so there is actually alcohol. So in theory, I could get drunk by eating this fudge. Just saying, that would be fun. That would make for great content on a Sunday. Oh shit, okay. All right. Whiskey Jim Beam fudge, look at that. You know, just because they're good by themselves doesn't mean that it will be a good combination. Okay. Yep. Unfortunately, it was not good. The Jim Beam fudge, even though it seemed like a great idea, it was not. Thank you. All right, let's go over that riff challenge that we had. I got a lot of submissions for last, riff challenge that I made for you. And one in particular from Brandon Lasur, who made a kick-ass job, obviously using a solo guitar. Really good job, everyone. The point with the riff challenge is that you can download the drums from the song that I put in the beginning of the video, so you can make your own riffs or do a cover or do whatever, basically. So the song that you heard in the beginning of the video, the drums and the bass for that song will be available to download down in the description of this video. Then you can do whatever you want, and if you upload something to YouTube, you can tag it in here, and maybe I'll feature you in the next Sunday with Ola. So we're gonna talk about this week's challenge right here, which is that caveman riff that I played in the beginning, which goes like this. So just as with the other challenges, work on your down picking a little bit on those. Just sounds a lot better. Just do it slow if you have to. No shame in playing something slow. That's how you work yourself up, okay? This guitar is tuned to standard D with a drop C. You can play this in drop D if you want. It will sound different, but who cares? So slow, it goes like this. Slow again. There's a slight little legato there. Watch my right hand. So you start with alternate, then you do legato. Alternate, legato. So, and then it goes. And there you go. That's my little riff challenge for you. Remember, if you post something, put it in the comment section of this video, and maybe I'll see it next week. Okay, cool, huh? Oh, shit. Well. All right, it's time for some questions. Okay, let's go. DCCal78. Hey Ola, your most northerly UK paid friend here. What does it feel like to travel to the other side of the world and play packed shows to people who go nuts and scream every word to your songs? Also, how do you detangle your hair after headbanging through a set and not rip most of it out? Going out on tour and playing in front of a shit ton of people and, see people going absolute apeshit over your stuff and, sing your songs. That's something I'm extremely fortunate to be able to do, with The Haunted, and also I did it with 6 Feet Under. And it's definitely a very empowering feeling, and you obviously feel like you're on the top of the world. At my level of touring, which is not that often and, doesn't happen that much, but when it happens, that peak 45 minutes or like 1 hour, 15 minutes, it's really worth all the effort. Like when you go out on tour and you travel and you wake up in weird times, you have no idea when to eat or whatnot. But that part of it all, that short little segment of you playing a show, it makes it all worthwhile. And it's really empowering, and it's a very special feeling, I must say. And I feel extremely fortunate to be able to do that and also do this, on YouTube. So, I can actually go out on tour and play, live with a rock band or a metal band and still have this, sit here and get my... Oof. Careful, this is a sharp knife right here and I'm sitting here playing with it. I think I poked a hole, actually, in me. But yeah, getting to do all the good shit from both worlds, it's something I'm really, truly happy that I can do. And you know, I feel extremely proud. I'm not ashamed to say it, but I'm very proud that I'm able to play in this band and get to go play festivals with a shit ton of people. It's amazing. It's something I definitely dreamed of when I was, you know, younger, and now I'm doing it occasionally, so I'm very happy. Thank you. Alessandro Arsili, hi Ola, just wondering, how would you suggest to divide any revenue share from an online selling metal band? Each one equal, or how? Now this is a very, very touchy topic, I must say. Does it make sense for the band to split everything equal? Do they all bring in everything to the table? Does it make sense to share everything equally in a band? I think it depends on the band situation. If there's a situation happening where, you know, the guitar player is writing all the songs, if he makes all the work, I mean, why should the other guys get an equal sum of the money from the music? But then again, there has to be an incentive for the other guys to play with you in the band, and having an equal share of everything might be incentive enough, you know, to have people being motivated about being in the band. If you're the guy who's like in charge and, you know, writes everything and don't let them have any artistic input or anything like that. So I think it really depends on what type of band you have and you're in, or like what type of project it is. So it really depends, you know, on the type of project you're in. I think there's definitely pros and cons with splitting equal or splitting a different way. There's pros and cons with both, but it all depends on the situation, basically. So there you go. And that, my friends, was the last question, and that is the end of this little Sunday with Ola. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you don't mind me sitting in shorts, because it's really hot outside, and you know, summer is coming, and I'll do whatever I want with my channel. So there you go. You can't really do anything about that. Before I leave, I just want to do a quick, short little extension to all of my American viewers out there to stay safe and take care of each other. And to all my members out there, love you. All of you guys out there watching my video, you have a great Sunday. You guys rule, okay? That comes from the heart, I promise. I do have a heart. But not when I'm toxic in Apex.